ready, because you about to be an ATLien.
What? What's up? What's up? What's up? Get ready, cause you about to be an ATLien. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Shout out to my squad for getting here on time. I tried to get here on time. I was running, changing clothes and stuff. I don't know what this is on my shirt. Ain't no telling. Ain't no telling. Shout out to the Falcons for finally winning a game this season. What's the record on the Falcons now since they won against the Aints, honey? What is the record? It's literally like one more than the Saints. Their record is probably the same. Now let me see. Also, I don't know nothing about no football. I just like to go and watch the men argue. What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it, Chad? 24 to 4. Okay, Falcons is now 4-7, and the Saints is now 2-9. Okay, we done won more games than the Saints. We won more games than the Saints. Anyway, shout out to the squad. Can y'all hear me? Okay, press 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Okay, you say y'all 4-7. Oh, that we 4-7. Thank you, TT baby. Shout out to TT baby. Okay, y'all see these people in the green. These are our channel sponsors. You can be a channel sponsor too. You will get first alerts, notifications to when I will go live. You will get the agenda. You will get all kind of things. Shout out to my ATLien squad over on Patreon. You will get the tea before the people here get the tea, honey. Us over there on Patreon, we've already talked about Porsha and what the text that Simon has sent. We already talked about it, but I'm gonna talk about it tonight. Okay. Shout out to my squad. And before I even get started, you say you still an Aints fan? I'm still a Falcons fan, child. They lose and I come back. They lose and I come back, and I just be like, we tired. We so tired. But then I go back. Okay. I put on my Falcons paraphernalia thinking, okay, maybe I put on my lucky shirt and they'll win. Okay, but they don't, but they won today. Okay. And I slept through the entire game. You said, don't talk about y'all Aints. Well, don't talk about our birds. Don't talk about the dirty birds, and I won't talk about y'all Aints. Okay. But yeah, at least we won on y'all home turf. Okay. At least we won on y'all's home turf. Shout out to New Orleans, honey. Everybody was down there having a good old time, and at least they didn't waste no money traveling to New Orleans this time. Okay. Today's agenda. You know, we talking about Porsha, we talking about Kandi and Todd, we talking about Brit Eady, we talking about Kenya, we talking about. But before I talk about any of that, I got to give a shout out to Elaine Swann. She is the guru of etiquette. Okay. And I know these days, let me take this jury out there. I know these days, it is very, very important for us to have some etiquette. Shout out to Porsha, because clearly we don't know anymore. Like, we are all for self ever since COVID-19, when we was all in the house. Now we done came out, we ain't got no manners. We be walking out with our bonnets on and our pajama pants in the airport. We be playing our damn music loud. We be talking on FaceTime in the grocery store and stuff, and don't care who be hearing us, okay, without our earbuds on. We be doing all kind of stuff. And we don't know how to set a proper place setting for Thanksgiving because we don't know. Well, I know. Y'all might not know because my people taught me. But Elaine wrote a book. Okay, she is the first woman of color, black woman who wrote a book. She is like the new Emily Post child. She wrote a whole etiquette book, and it has several different things that you can check out on how to do certain things, how to eat certain things when you're in a restaurant, honey, how to fold your napkin appropriately, what to do with your phone. This says grace in public from returns to customer service. I think Sheree might can use some of this when she be returning all that stuff to Neiman Marcus, allegedly. Mhm. It says how to properly handle snarky comments in a virtual meeting. Okay. We got all kind of stuff, and I'm gonna have her on the show one day. But today I moderated her book signing, and she signed my book for me. I don't even know what it had said. Did she sign this book? Let me see what she signed. Oh, she signed my book today. Look, she signed my book. Shout out to Elaine. I didn't even read it. It says, to Michelle, you are an absolute blessing to come and spend your precious time with me. Let's keep talking etiquette, and hopefully this void will catch on. Blessings always, Elaine Swann. And she got perfect penmanship. Okay. She got perfect penmanship. She listen. Y'all need to learn some manners out there. Y'all need to learn some manners, okay? And etiquette is where you start. Okay. A lot of times, we got too many young grandparents out there, too many young parents out there that their parents didn't teach them these things. Okay. And I'm of the mindset that we got so many younger girls looking up to us older women. Okay, y'all be saying I'm so old. I am, okay? And I just feel like there are certain ways that we need to handle ourselves, certain things that, the way we need to show up, okay? How we need to dress. We don't need to be wearing our bonnets in the airport. It don't matter how your hair look. We don't need to be doing all that. But I'm digressing. Shout out to Miss Elaine Swann. I had some pictures too. Shout out to Princess AG, our supermom who was in the chat. She showed up. I'm like, who told you? And I forgot. I had told the Patreon people that I was gonna be there. And Princess AG came. I was like, that was so nice that my squad showed up for me. I was so amazed. My best friend showed up. It was a whole bunch of people that, hold on, here go a few pictures. Shout out to Princess AG for showing me the pictures. This was earlier today, child. I had got up early this morning. Y'all know I don't like to get up early in the morning, but I got up early in the morning, child. This is me and Miss Elaine Swann at the book signing today. Shout out to Elaine. Okay. It's also on my Instagram. And here is me and Elaine and Princess AG. Shout out to Princess AG for spending her time and coming out to learn and talk with us. There is me and Miss Elaine and Princess AG, our supermod in the chat. Okay, sending all of the love and healing energies to Princess AG, honey. And yeah, so shout out to the squad. Let's get started, child. I'm just gonna dive right on in. The other night, when I was talking about Kandi and Todd, which we're gonna talk about again today, I left y'all with a little teaser. I said that Simon Guobadia. Ooh, I'll be getting texts, y'all. Don't be reading. Hey, y'all. Hey, people on the text. If y'all see me, hey, I've been asleep and I didn't know y'all had texted me. This just shocked me. I had so many missed texts. But wait a minute. What was that? Oh. Simon Guobadia had responded to a lot of inquiries about how he felt about Portia's FBI situation. Okay. And while it is reported that Porsha has been cleared, and we'll get there in a minute, of course, Simon had to get his 2 cents. Okay. Yes, I left a teaser the other night, y'all. And then on Patreon, we talked about it, but I talk about it here. And so I have a text. See this text right here? Y'all can see this text right there. Y'all can see. And y'all don't be want people to screenshot because they be stealing my stuff. Y'all see this text right here? Simon had got a text, okay, from another media outlet. Okay. And that other media outlet had asked Simon. Simon took a screenshot and sent it to me and said, just wanted to reach out and see if you had any comment regarding Porsha's plane incident over the weekend. That other media outlet so shady. You know who you are. I don't even know if they posted it or not, but Simon had screenshot it and sent it to me in case I wanted to use it as well. Shout out to Simon Guobadia over there in Dubai. Dubai, okay. Didn't Kenya just come from Dubai? Anyway, I'm digressing. Simon said, and I quote, he said, I think anyone who believes Porsha's versions of events is being incredibly naive. Wait a minute. Simon said, I think anyone who believes Porsha's versions of events is being incredibly naive. Those quick hands of hers likely knocked that woman's phone away before anyone could see what happened. Simon said, whatever they said Porsha did, she did that shit. Okay. He also said what people probably captured was only the tail end where the woman appeared to be overreacting. He goes on to say, she has repeatedly demonstrated a tendency toward violent behavior. Oh, not Simon reminiscing. Y'all remember when she was in Mexico? Was it Mexico? And she tried to like run up on Dennis mama. She was gonna beat the old lady, Dennis mama. Y'all remember that? I'm digressing. Simon said he remembered she has repeatedly demonstrated a tendency toward violent behavior. I nearly became a victim of it when, after filing for divorce, Porsha arrived at the home with armed security in an apparent attempt to provoke a reaction from me. Simon said, I ain't forget, and I'm telling everybody I ain't forget. Don't make me play that 911 call when Simon was hovering in the closet. Oh, there's a man with a gun in my house. I'm gonna pull it up, child. He also says, I contacted the Sandy Springs Police Department to prevent the situation from escalating. I was like, oh, Simon, I remember, child. Y'all remember, y'all heard it here first on Straight from the A. Simon Guobadia's 911 call. You know, I'm gonna go back in the archives and find it. Hold on, let me find it. If you just getting here, if you have never been here, okay, you need to subscribe because we always spilling tea around here. Okay, you probably ain't seen it, but the people seen it. Okay, this is it right here. I posted it a year ago. Simon Guobadia's 911 call. Look at me down there at the bottom, all my pictures. Okay, what? Let me see where it was. At what time stamp? Let me see what time stamp it came in on. The witness affidavit. There was a witness. Y'all be talking about the witnesses that Porsha had. Simon had witnesses too that said that Porsha left the house. Okay, here you go. Right here. No, listen.
Come 911. What is the address of your emergency? I'd like to repeat the address once more for verification. What's the good callback number for you?
It's coming.
Okay,
child.
repeat that
It's
once more for verification.
Yeah, look, it's redacted.
Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
Nothing has happened yet. My wife has filed for divorce, and she's been out of the house for maybe about a week or two, and she's just showed up unannounced with an armed individual that I don't know who he is.
Simon said an armed individual is in the house. Simon sounds like a terrified, scared white woman. He is in the back of the house calling the police, trying to figure out what is going on. Why is there an armed gunman in my residence?
Okay, so you want an officer there?
I want an officer here to make sure that nobody's starting anything. She didn't tell me she was coming.
What is she just coming to stay? She coming to get items?
She's in the house right now with an armed individual that I don't know who he is.
She's in the house with an armed individual. I had to call somebody too. If I don't have no gun and they got a gun, somebody got to be there with a gun. The security was off work. Simon didn't have no guns. Porsha coming in there with a man with a gun. Why is Porsha in the house with a man with a gun? Okay, hold on.
Okay, when I ask you, is she like staying there or is she just coming to get items?
I don't know.
Okay, that's the best.
No, I don't know why she's here. Why is she here with a man with a gun, lady? Send the police.
I got you.
Myself in my office, so I don't have to do. I don't have to.
That's fine. I just need to know that, sir.
She was a little annoyed. This must be a Porsha fan. Simon would have been pow. What is she doing? Ma'am, there's a man with a gun in my house, ma'am.
2 weeks. What does the man look like?
There's a big sexy guy. I'm looking at my camera and
Is he black, white, Hispanic, Asian?
I think so.
Girl, by the time the police get here, I would have been shot. What the man look like? It's a man with a gun. It don't matter what he look like. He is in my house. Can you send the police? Please. Please send the police.
What is he wearing?
And it looks like it's wearing military tattoos. It looks like I don't know, a bodyguard or.
Simon sound like he hiding in the closet for real. There's a man in my house with a gun. I mean, I don't know what he's wearing. I'm looking at the cameras. I don't know. Can y'all please come? There's a man with a gun.
Or I have no idea what he is.
When you say he's armed, he just has it on his hip. He hasn't threatened you with it. Okay.
Who asks these questions? But where is the gun? Is it in his hand? Is it on his hip? Is it what the hell?
Yeah.
And it's a firearm?
Yes.
Okay.
And she has firearms in the house too, so I'm not sure what's going on. And I'm gonna open the gate for 1 hour just to make sure. And this police can come in on it.
Like, for real, I'm like really disappointed. Like, if we've been on this call for how long? 2 minutes and 59 seconds. Okay, we've been on this call 2 minutes and 59 seconds. I was playing the music in the background. I was trying to do that on purpose. I'll stop it now. Hold on, let me pause it. Okay. Three minutes. She's still typing. 3 minutes and 14 seconds. She's still typing. What the hell?
What's your phone number, sir? I know, I got it. What's your name, sir?
Guobadia.
All right, I got this in. Just stay in that room, and we'll have officers around to you now, okay? And this is a house?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. We have this in there around to you, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
That's the call. If you want to go watch the previous video, you can. It's just look up Simon Guobadia 911 call on YouTube, and my video will probably come up. I know a bunch of people are like, it don't matter what Simon say. Porsha was clear. Porsha was clear. Well, you know, the people say Porsha was cleared. Okay, according to Porsha, she was cleared. The FBI has not issued a statement. Delta has not issued the statement, but Porsha's attorney issued a statement. The People magazine the other day, and here is what Porsha's attorney and Porsha's people said. Okay, and since that time, Porsha is demanding an apology, but we're gonna go there next. Hold on. Here is Porsha Williams cleared of allegations that she physically attacked a Delta Airlines passenger, according to her attorney. I mean, her attorney just saying what her attorney is supposed to say. Okay, no shade to Porsha, but the attorney is literally saying what the attorney is supposed to say. Now, it says Real Housewives of Atlanta Porsha Williams has been cleared of allegations that she was involved in a physical altercation with a passenger on a Delta flight on Sunday, November 16th. The Real Housewives of Atlanta star 44 was seen exiting a Delta Airlines flight in the Atlanta airport, accompanied by law enforcement. Her lawyer, Joe Hibachi, told People on Tuesday, November 18th, that Williams exited the aircraft and she was verbally assaulted by an irate and unhinged passenger without provocation. Well, attorney, that's a little misleading, because it was with provocation. Because listen, she had her phone on, the music was blasting, the lady's nerves was bad, and I'm not making no excuses for that Karen, but it was not without provocation. Okay. But anyway, let me continue. On Friday, November 21st, Hibachi tells People that the U.S. Attorney's Office determined that, quote, no crime has been committed. Additionally, he shared that the FBI will not pursue any further investigative actions regarding this matter. This is according to Porsha's attorney. Now, people have reached out to the FBI and Delta. I don't know if they said anything yet, but they said Porsha's attorney says that she was pleased by the news. However, she and Hibachi are, quote, not surprised because there was never a physical encounter. And given that the allegations made against Miss Williams by the unhinged passenger were blatantly false from the beginning, he explained, sadly, nothing can undo the unfortunate and damaging press frenzy that ensued as a result of these false allegations, with many headlines that were downright defamatory, Hibachi says. At a minimum, Miss Williams is owed apologies by this passenger and by every publication that furthered the unsubstantiated storyline at Miss Williams' expense. Porsha, you ain't oh no apology. Porsha, just next time get you some earbuds, child. I'm sure she learned her lesson. He also says that the Bravo star is thankful to the many witnesses who took time for their schedules to come forward and provide statements to law enforcement, and to the agents who worked so hard to uncover the truth. Where is the statement from the whatchamacallit? Okay. I want to see the statement from the FBI. Don't y'all want to see the statement? Okay, you talk about Porsha clear, and that's that. Porsha is clear, and that's that. Well, Porsha has also decided to, troll the people. Okay, Porsha is a troll. That is what it is. She lived for it. And so she posted this on her Instagram story about 10 hours ago. Okay, and she was on her first flight after being detained by the Atlanta police and FBI. And she said, AirPods on deck. So clearly you have learned your lesson, Porsha. Clearly you are understanding that it was you and it was not unprovoked. Okay. AirPods on deck. Safe travel to me, according to Porsha. Okay. So salute to Porsha for learning her lesson and understanding that she needs to wear her earbuds, or people will speak out. I told y'all it started and began with Porsha. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all can sit here and be like, oh, it was a Karen. Oh, the lady did this and the lady did that. Porsha started it. Porsha started it. Porsha started it. Okay. You said it was not Porsha, it was the Karen. Okay, well, I'm a Karen too. Don't be coming around me with your damn microphone on the plane. Okay, I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna tell you turn that shit off too. Okay, but I digress. You said the lady was a Karen. I don't care about y'all Porsha stands. I said what I said, and I stand by what I said. Porsha was wrong. Period. Period. But will she get an apology? I don't know. Let me see what the mirror said. It says, they said she is demanding apology. Y'all think she gonna get an apology from the lady? I don't know. I don't know. You think she gonna get an apology, or they're gonna end up being some civil suit somewhere? Porsha saying it was defamatory. Porsha said she feel like the people been dragging her unnecessarily because she had her headphones. She didn't have her headphones on. I don't know what's gonna happen. Y'all let me know. You said, do she deserve an apology? People saying hell no, she don't deserve no apology. They saying hell no, she don't deserve no apology. Well, make up y'all mind. I mean, I'm just saying. Where's the humanity? See, some of y'all saying I was wrong, and half of y'all agree with me. Porsha does not deserve an apology. Delta passes out earbuds. Okay. Well, there you have it. Okay. Like I said, two things can be true at the same time. The lady was a Karen and Porsha was wrong. It was not unprovoked. It was definitely not unprovoked. And the attorney knows it was not unprovoked. Okay. Anyway, Porsha provoked it. He said punitive damages for $500,000 to who? To who? Porsha needs the etiquette book. Yes, Porsha, call Miss Elaine Swann and get your etiquette book and learn how to. Your manners are important. Okay, you need to learn, Porsha. Get your etiquette book. She deserves an apology. She do. What she deserve an apology for? She started it. Anyway, I'm digressing. Moving on. Salute to Porsha for being cleared of everything. Now, moving on. Like this video, please, and thank you. Like this video. I don't know if I should go to Brit Eady or if I should go to Kandi and Todd. Let me see. Who should I go to next? Let me go see. Hold on. I guess I'll go to Kandi and Todd since it's right here. Y'all have been dragging Kandi and Todd, and it is getting on my nerves. Okay, like I told you the other day, we are not celebrating the demise of a marriage. We are definitely just reading the documents, and when I get the court documents, I will read them as well. And speaking of which, I got the Brit Eady court documents, so y'all would do best to hang out because we're gonna read them now. TMZ, it's so funny because y'all was tagging me in this, like this meant they back together again. TMZ was reporting about Kandi, and I'm like, this is the most press Kandi ever had, child. I don't care. TMZ gonna give us the play-by-play. Kandi spotted with Todd today. Kandi and Todd reunite after the birthday split. I mean, after the divorce announcement, and now they done changed the headline. Okay, now they done changed the headline. They got it as a co-headline. Hold on, let me show it to you. Hold on. Let me put this in here. Like this video as y'all get in here, please, and thank you. Like this video. Now TMZ started something early Sunday morning, child, talking about some Kandi Burruss and Todd Tucker are reunited. Okay. A day after announcing split. It is not. It is not. I mean, they did not. I mean, they are co-parenting. Then Kandi say they would be co-parenting. And then a lot of people in my DMs, like, what's real messy is Kandi announcing the divorce a day before Blaze's birthday. Like, you didn't think about that. Blaze gonna think about this her whole entire life. My mom and dad filed for divorce the day before my 6th birthday. It's like, damn, Kandi, did you forget it was your daughter's birthday? I mean, I understand the surrogate had it, but did you forget? How could you forget? I mean, damn. Or was this strategic? Did Kandi file or tell the people that she was filing for divorce so that it could go viral, and then knowing that they would both be at Blaze's 6th birthday party, so it would be a little bit of positive press on her end? Okay, I don't know, but there is Kandi and Todd at Blaze's birthday party. Okay, Kenya was there as well. Latoya Ali was there. Some other people was there. All the people was there. The Atlanta people was there. Okay, and Blaze turned 6. She is an adorable little girl. Okay, it says just one day after confirming their split, the Real Housewives of Atlanta star and her estranged husband reunited in Atlanta to celebrate their daughter Blaze's 6th birthday. And the crazy thing is, this picture was courtesy of Kandi Coded. The picture was courtesy of Kandi Coded. So it's like Kandi sent the picture to the blogs. Okay, I'm just saying, Kandi sent the picture to the blogs the day after notifying people that she was filing for divorce. It sounds like a whole rollout. Meanwhile, Todd ain't said nothing. Todd haven't said nothing except we pulling all the receipts about all the things that Todd has said over the years. And I guess, she might be feeling some kind of way. So for the next couple of days, we're going to be seeing a whole rollout of positive press on Kandi while we seeing all this negative stuff about Todd. And I'm here for it. Okay, y'all said it's amicable. If it's amicable, let it be amicable. Okay, but if not, no, this make Kandi look good. This don't make Todd look. I mean, it don't make Todd look no kind of way. But the gag is, one of my videos has been getting a lot of views, and I'm like, y'all know I've been talking about this. Over the past couple of years, honey, and y'all be like, oh, Michelle, you just don't like Kandi. You just want to drag Kandi. And it's like, no, I do not want to just drag Kandi. Now, the gag is after I did this video, what was it? A couple of years ago. Hold on. Kandi and Todd. Todd collecting evidence for divorce evidence. I had did this video right here. It's 2 years ago. I said, "This is bad. This is bad." Todd Tucker is collecting evidence for divorce, okay? And in this video, Todd had been going live over on his channel, okay? And he had been, going live with Kandi and the Glam Squad, and he said several disturbing things, okay? And I'm gonna play it for you because we, you know how we do. We always go back in the archives because I love showing people that I wasn't just hating, okay? Now all of a sudden it's all on the blogs and people acting like, oh my God, Todd said this, Todd said that. I told y'all 2 years ago that Todd was doing that, okay? Now, we reviewed it. Oh Lord. Hold on, let me go here. Let me see. I'm just gonna click a link because it's 25 minutes. I ain't gonna do the whole thing. But if you want to watch it, you can go watch it. I said that Todd was collecting evidence and we reviewed 25 minutes of it, and you can see all of Kandi's facial features, the things that she was doing, how she was feeling, and we was looking like, Kandi, do you hear this? Hold on, listen.
No one can be up under anybody just 24/7. That's not possible.
So he's talking about right here, nobody could be up under anybody 24/7. He said that Kandi had her friends and he are friends with all Kandi friends, but he can't spend times with his friends. And so all the people in the comment section at that time was like, Kandi got him locked in the dungeon. Do y'all sense some emotions in here? You say evidently he loves it. Well, clearly she's trying to act like she's not acting in this clip. Kandi look like she about to cry. That's why she's real quiet. I'm just saying. Y'all put this on YouTube. Go back a little bit so we can go.
Yeah, but you snappy because you done spent 30 days in a row with her.
There's probably more than that. No, I'm snappy from frustrations of multiple things. And then when she triggers, y'all like that word, y'all be saying that, triggers, then a little snap comes out.
A little snap.
That happens with everybody, right?
Kandi look like she don't want to be on this video. I be looking at body language and stuff. Kandi like, can you hurry up and get my makeup, do my makeup so we can go?
This ain't nothing that
The people in the comments, please, come on. Do y'all hear me? Why y'all don't like it? Because you're trying to keep somebody in the house with you. You just said.
You in the house.
No,
I'm just saying, what could make us better company to where you don't need space like that?
Okay.
But just a minute ago, Todd said you can't keep a man locked up in the house like a dog. That seemed like he was experiencing something. I don't know what it was, but the way he said it, I felt the emotion and the pain in his voice. He been locked up in the house like a dog. He don't know what to do. He's running around in circles. Let me go back. They're your friends, so now your makeup.
Wait a minute. Right? Okay. So all I'm saying, I don't have friendly interactions that much now with my friends. So it might mean that I need to take a break from my hibernation and be social with my friends. Does that make sense? Okay.
Now, question, this is for the ladies who...
Ladies.
Look, Todd, what you looking like that for? Like a damn dog? Is he?
24/7, you don't chain them up like a damn dog.
Okay, not keep them at home, but how do we...
Not you don't keep a man at home. You don't chain him up like a damn dog. You don't keep your man in the house 24/7 chained up like a damn dog. Now. He asking y'all a question.
Trying to figure out what to do in order to keep that man at home. Like, what do you suggest?
You don't keep a man at home.
Okay, so what do we do?
24/7, you don't chain him up like a damn dog.
Okay, not keep him at home, but how do we...
Now you don't keep a man at home chained up like a damn dog. Is he talking about his home? What is happening? I don't understand what is going on. It's all about the money, and Kandi is a smart. Okay, so listen, this is that video is long, and Todd said several things. Now the difference is about a year later, About a year later, all of a sudden, Todd and Kandi had a third. I don't know whose idea it was. I don't know why, but all of a sudden, Kandi and Todd started traveling around with Fatum, and it's like, what is going on with Kandi and Todd and Fatum? And so, hold on, we got those receipts too, girl. We got those receipts. Hold on, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Shout out to Mad Beef posted a few clips, and then my friend sent me one of Todd's Facebook videos. Okay, and on the Facebook video, it was interesting because I'm gonna show it to you, child. Hold on, I'm gonna show you the Facebook video. But first, I'm gonna show you this. This started, okay, after all that, okay. Look who on the boat. Okay, they go Fatum, they go Todd, they go Kandi. Somebody taking the pictures, of course. Somebody driving the boat, but you know the optics is giving Fatum, Todd, and Kandi. Fatum, Kandi, they go Kandi right now, and then they go Todd over there. Okay, they go Todd enjoying life. Okay, look. He got two women on the boat. They go Todd over there, and they go two women on the other side. Where is the man on that side? But then look, I don't know. Maybe the other man didn't want to be shown, but there's somebody right there driving the boat. I don't know who that was, but it's interesting. Okay. And so people have been pulling receipts now. People have been pulling receipts of Kandi and Fatum being, you know, Kandi's vacation partner on several vacations. Not just that one. They went to Iceland somewhere. Child, they was in the snow. They was in Africa somewhere. Okay. They was all over the place. Okay. So I mean, it's that proof that she's a third. I don't know, but all this came out within the last year. And not only that, shout out to Sam. Sam is so messy. Sam, you is messy, honey. You are one messy friend. So Sam actually sent this over. Hold on, let me send this to myself. And yeah, this video tells it all. I didn't watch the whole. I'm not gonna watch the whole 45-minute Facebook live video. However, I want y'all to see this first little interaction, and then y'all gonna be like, "Oh, you were right, Michelle. You were so right." Hold on. Let me put it up right here. There's that. Okay, first, look at these pictures right here. Hold on. Did I send it to myself? Like this video as y'all get in here. Shout out to the 1,700 people in here watching me. Y'all making me nervous. What y'all looking at? What are y'all looking at? Hold on. Look at this picture. Oh, it ain't it now. I gotta pull it up on my phone. That's crazy. Here's one of the pictures. Kandi, Todd, and Fatum. Okay, they was at Kandi's house or somebody's house at the pool. The kids was in the background and everything. Now I want you to hear a little bit of it. Y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer on Section 107 of the Copyright Act. Allowance is made for what? Fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Now listen. Is the sound on?
People at? Where y'all at?
It's got a little music in it, so I'm gonna be muting every now and then. But look who pops up in the background of Todd's video while Todd sitting there like a PIMP smoking a hookah.
What y'all got going on? That's Todd. I'm here. What up? What up? I'm just out here chilling, smoking my hookah, eating some steak. I don't know. We grilled, barbecue a little bit.
No, this is not from today. This is the video within the past year. Around the time that Todd and Fatum and Kandi was hanging out, but they was in Atlanta in this video.
With the beard. So
Pussy juice. No,
pussy juice. You get it in, it fills in all of the.
Wait, did you hear that? Did you hear that? Somebody asked Todd, how do you keep your beard so full? And you saw who said what Kandi
I'm gonna tell y'all what to do with the beard. So
pussy juice. No,
pussy juice. You get it in, it fills in all of the imperfections. You be right.
Why Kandi gotta be so crass all the time? Who was it that called Kandi out that time that Kandi said was so disgusting and disturbing? Was it Wendy Williams back then when she was like Kandi got her leg be having her legs open all the time? Kandi just disgusting and it's just gross. And so why is it that you on this man's face saying that the coochie juice? Like what?
I'm telling you.
He's so good.
Are you live?
I'm here. For those who don't know where's Kandi, I'm right here.
Kandi's here.
I'm here too.
Fatum is here too. Kids is here. Everybody here. Where y'all? Where are y'all at? Huh?
It's Saturday.
Oh, I was trying to figure out what.
Oh yeah, I was wondering what that was too. Let me turn it. What they saying?
Hey, Kandi.
They using the same tip on the hookah. They ain't even switching it out. He just gave it to Fatum. She took a toke over there. Child, that means they swapping spit.
Hey, Kandi.
Hey.
You asking about Kandi? This is my live.
This is my live now.
How y'all let Kandi take over my live? Did y'all come to see me or Kandi? Who is that? Who? Her? Right here? That's Fatum. Miss you on RHOA. They miss you on RHOA.
What's up?
Hello from Vegas.
Hey.
Kandi.
Y'all said what now? Around the children. Yeah, all they children now. Fatum had kids. They got kids. All the kids. Everybody just one big happy family.
Hey, y'all. Happy Saturday, y'all. They miss you, Kandi. They said they miss you.
Well, thank you.
It's Fatum, Fatum, and she appeared on The Real Housewives of Atlanta alongside Sheree as one of Sheree's friends. She's one of Akon's ex-wives.
What's up, Maryland? Jamaica in the house. Chi-Town in the house.
Yeah, I said, so who got Fatum? I don't know. Who got Fatum in the divorce?
Absolutely. What's your favorite? Who?
So I just wanted to show y'all that, I'm not going to watch the whole 45-minute thing, but I'm sure there's some more things in it that might be a little bit disturbing. And then on top of that, the people just pulling all the receipts. Now, you remember when Phaedra got divorced or was getting divorced and Kandi hid all of her things in their garage? And Kandi and Phaedra were friends. Okay, they were friends back then, and it's crazy because that was like the beginning of the end of their friendship. Because Phaedra seemed to feel like Kandi wasn't a good friend. She didn't tell her. At the end of the day, like she was saying, like I could have used something that was in that garage to help pay. She don't know if I needed that to help feed my kids. She don't know nothing. Now the people online have been going in on Kandi. I don't know if Kandi has ever experienced this level of negative press, or maybe she has. I don't know. But this person said this. Hold on, look at this. This is from Twitter. And y'all be sending me all stuff and I just be laughing. Somebody said this right here. Said I need one of Candi's friends to store Todd stuff in their garage during this divorce and see how she like it. Oh Lord, what's gonna happen? Phaedra, where you at? Put Todd stuff in your garage, Phaedra. Where is Phaedra? Okay. Anyway, I'm digressing. There was some other things that people have been saying as well, and I will show you that. Hold on. Now, this is a mess, honey. This whole Kandi Todd thing, I think it's gonna get worse before it gets better. But I'm gonna let y'all be the judge of that. Okay. Like this video, please, and thank you. Like this video. Now, people been pulling up more clips of Kandi, and they was like, Mama Joyce and them had warned you, Kandi, but I don't even know. Do y'all feel like it was Kandi or it was Todd? I feel like I'm kind of feeling like Kandi just tried to beat Todd to the punch, because all the evidence that's coming up that Todd was collecting evidence all this time. Todd was, documenting on his social media that he be with the kids every day. Todd was, saying little slick stuff to Kandi behind the scenes. All of this stuff to me is like Todd was preparing, but Kandi just beat him to it. Okay. Now here is the Bravo Shade Room, and these people pull these receipts of the OLG game. Mama Joyce and Aunt Bertha and Aunt Nora. And the people saying, listen, in my life, I learned to listen to older Black women, especially the ones from the South. They're not hating. They see something you don't. Okay. So did they see something that Kandi didn't, or did Kandi just not care, or what is going on? Hold on. We about to listen again. Chill.
If y'all trying to get her to the next level, y'all sit down and y'all structure a plan. Where's Kandi going next year? We got a vice president. She ain't did nothing with Obama. She doesn't do anything. So are you serious? All I'm saying is,
child, remember when Todd was telling Dun One he need to step up, honey. You need to step your game up, Dun One. Dun One got salty, honey. Like Porsha said, Dun One need to remove that tampon, honey, and get. But anyway, Dun One got salty. But it seemed like Todd was trying to build Kandi's brand at that time. And now look at what everybody was saying. Now, people also were saying if Wendy Williams was still on air, this would be the script. All right, so it's official, but you can see that this was going to happen. Kandi in Atlanta is officially divorcing Todd after 11 years. Then y'all got the audience. Oh, duh. I'm surprised it lasted that long. Remember, she met him while she was working on the show as part of the film crew. And her mother, Joyce, hated him and didn't want her to get married. Then you got y'all over there chit-chattering. So she's going to divorce him, of course. They have 2 kids. One is 9, the other is 6 or something like that. She's probably going to file for solo custody. I'm not sure about this. I mean, she hired a lawyer, not Phaedra Parks. So I don't know. You think I don't know if Kandi gonna file for custody because Kandi be gone too much. Kandi be gone too much. And so this a whole little script about Wendy Williams.
Okay, let me
But
tell you,
look.
ain't no river high enough, ain't no ocean deep enough, ain't no desert hot enough to keep me off your ass, baby.
Okay, it says really sad to hear about Kandi and Todd's divorce, but I'll give it to Todd. He lasted way longer than I expected. He would be dealing with Mama Joyce's BS. Okay.
Mother can come in and stay. I don't think it's fair. She don't treat me like how you treat him. She's not mean to me. No, because she know the game. To me. What does that mean? Well, you didn't know the game. They know the game.
Not they know the game, child.
Todd raised by a pimp and a prostitute.
Remember, Mama Joyce said Todd was raised by a pimp and a prostitute, child. This person said I would have left Canada the first year after dealing with Mama Joyce if I were Todd. So it seems like the Tide, T-I-D-E, not the Todd, is that
you don't think that
people
happens
on
with me?
Todd's
You
side.
think clearly the only thing I got to offer is some money, apparently, according to you. A lot of men that's on your same caliber would see a lot to offer in you. Mama, okay, I am convinced. You think every single person has some type of, you don't think that highly of me.
So Kandi was asking Mama Joyce, was it all about the dollars? Was it all about the cents, honey? I don't know. But here go another little clip, child. I'm just playing little clips right now until I get to the Brit document.
For y'all women who are bosses and have all of this money and got this extra shit.
Why are you saying it like that?
No, because I think, I understand the double standard, but I think you also need to understand the man that you're with, the man that you chose and you're allowed to choose you, that you can't be so mine. You know what I mean? You have to open up within reason. I'm not saying going by no niggas, no Bentleys and doing dumb shit, but you got to invest in y'all and y'all future, and you got to let your man feel like a man in those scenarios, because
I was trying to tell Kandi how he felt. Like he literally was sitting there, it was like Dear Diary on these videos.
All the money that you have, you can end up by yourself. You know what I mean? Because at times that type of energy of it's mine. No, I'm just being honest as a man. I'm just giving you my honest opinion. With y'all for young women who is a man. I'm just giving you my honest opinion.
Okay.
As you continue to be like, it's mine. It's hard to get someone to say it's mine in a relationship that's supposed to be it's ours. Can I talk? And it's not about, hey, I got this 10 million, let me give you 5. It's not that. It's more so just knowing like, yo, we got each other, you know, whatever. Let's build, let's make it happen. But when you hear a person say mine a lot, that shit sticks. Believe me. As a man, I'm just giving you my honest opinion.
He said he was speaking from his chest. Well, he was speaking from somewhere, and I don't know if she was listening, but basically he was saying that all she says is mine is mine is mine. Okay. But you know, it is what it is. I'm sure there'll be even more receipts coming out. What do y'all think about Kandi and Todd's situation? The people been in my comments like a threesome don't keep them. That's for sure. A threesome will not keep him. Okay. And apparently, it's like they was doing everything. And still Todd was not happy. Todd was a kept man. She even brought women home allegedly. What was going? I mean, what else is there to ask for? But apparently, you know, he don't seem too happy. But she the one who filed. And again, until we see them divorce documents. We don't know what the actual complaint is. He said he could have made his own money. All he do is complain. Oh, okay. I would have never moved in her house. Oh, okay. If the man was making money, it's ours. If the woman is not, it's mine, not yours. It's a double standard. It is a double standard, but I mean, it is what it is, honey. Well, apparently, you know, the woman was making money. He should have went out and made some too. Okay. Thank you, Miss Kiki. I appreciate the disclaimer. You said that pass wasn't working. The pass was not working. Okay, they did a whole movie about the pass. Now they got he got a whole movie about don't bring your man to Atlanta. I guess there's too much temptation in Atlanta. I don't know what's going on with those two. I really don't. It's just a mess, honey. And I feel like it's just gonna get messier. Anyway, like this video as y'all come in here. Like this video. Next up on this agenda is Brit Eady. Brit Eady. It is lawsuit season. Okay. Not only do we have Kandi and Todd's divorce drama. Well, it ain't drama yet, but I suspect it will be. We have a Brit Eady that filed her lawsuit against Bravo. And I know a bunch of people was like, oh, it was dismissed. Oh, it was this. Oh, it was that. No. What happened was Brit actually dismissed that particular lawsuit in order to file a bigger one, honey. Hold on. Bravo Media LLC and the production company Truly Original LLC are now being sued by castmate Brit Eady from the recent season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta over allegations that she was victimized by revenge PORN. Do you recall all the drama that they put Brit Eady through? I know a bunch of y'all don't like Brit Eady, and that is fine. That is fine. But can you put yourself in this particular person's place and one of their castmates pull up pictures of a woman that she claimed was her performing an sex act in a room full of people? Like, y'all be talking about me like, how you drag Kenya? How can you talk about her business? That's another black woman. But do you not realize all the black women that Kenya has disregarded, disrespected, tried to humiliate, all the things that Kenya has done, and now the chickens are coming home to roost. Now, Brit Eady filed this lawsuit November 20th. Okay, just 3 days ago. Okay, the plaintiff Brit Eady, defendants are Bravo Media LLC, Truly Entertainment, the production company. Now, the core allegations are stemming from June 2024 when Kenya allegedly showed a photograph of a woman performing a graphic sexual act to a live audience in cameras, claiming it was Eady, to which Eady says was false. Now, according to the complaint, that particular castmate, aka Kenya Moore, projected the photograph of a woman engaged in a graphic sex act during a group setting and told hundreds of live onlookers, plus the show's camera, that it was Eady. Eady contends this was false and that the defendants knew immediately it was beyond the pale, yet still proceeded. Let me pull up some of these documents, chat. Hold on. Like this video as y'all get in here. Like this video. Hold on. Let me see. This case concerns defendant's grotesque sexual harassment of plaintiff Brit Eady, a castmate on season 16 of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. In June 2024, Eady was the victim of a castmate's brazen attempt at so-called revenge, PRN. Now, the other castmates were present and were horrified and left the event immediately. An unsurprising reaction given that nothing similar had ever happened on The Real Housewives before. Defendants even made the unprecedented decision to suspend the offending castmate mid-season because of it. Yet, despite initially recognizing the depravity of the castmate's sexual harassment of Eady, and in the face of Eady's repeated protests, defendants, Bravo, Truly Entertainment, ultimately made the disgusting decision to leverage it at Eady's great expense. They pressured Eady to discuss the incident and her sex sexual history on camera and in front of her own mother, no less. And when Eady pushed back and invoked her legal rights, they retaliated against her. Ooh. Rather than protect Eady from the harmful effects of her co-workers' sexual harassment, defendants chose to amplify the event and repeatedly re-traumatize Eady with it. Over months, defendants traded on the graphically sexualized nature of the events to coerce Eady into traumatic workplace discussions of her life's most intimate sexual moments. Child, this is a mess. Hold on. Let me go to the thing. I'm pulling them up. I'm reading them along with you. It's they long. It's long too, child. Hold on. Let me do this. Let me put it in here. Share screen. Let me do that. Let me put my little background up right there. Let's go and read it, y'all. We ain't got nothing better to do. Like this video, please. Thank you. Like this video. Y'all let me know what y'all think of who y'all think of who was in the wrong and who was in the right, child. What was that? Rather than protect Eady from the harmful effects of her co-workers' sexual harassment, defendants chose to amplify the event and repeatedly re-traumatize Eady with it. Over months, defendant traded on the graphically sexualized nature of the events to coerce Eady into traumatic workplace discussions of her life's most intimate sexual moments. This was not Real Housewives as usual. It was sexual harassment and it was retaliation. And Eady brings this case to hold defendants to account for their horrific behavior. Now, I don't know if y'all remember it, but I do. And I was there. Okay. I was sitting outside when allegedly, well, it's not alleged, when Kenya pulled the actual pictures out. And I saw how everybody was running out of the venue. I saw how even the castmates were coming out and basically snatching their mics off. I saw Porsha saying that she basically wasted an outfit. It is not I can understand, Brit being upset about it, whether it was her or not, but we're gonna get into a little bit more of it. Y'all let me know in the chat what y'all think. Does Brit have a case? Is it or is she just wasting her time? I don't know. Let me see what y'all saying in this comment section. Kenya should never be on another reality show. Okay, we was there watching it live. We sure was. Hey, Princess AG. Welcome. Hey, friends. What's up, friends? You said because they're trying too hard to get missed. That's probably already there. Now, hopefully, Edie learns a valuable lesson. Well, what about Kenya? What kind of lesson is Kenya gonna learn? Okay, just the other day, the executive chairman of Peacock was basically saying that Kenya could possibly come back. Now, what kind of I don't know. With this lawsuit being filed on the 20th, I don't know what's gonna happen. Now, as you know, let's go ahead and recap this before I get started. Like this video as y'all get here. I need some more likes. It's almost 2,000 people in here. Y'all need to like this video. Dang it. Now let's recap what had happened. Okay, you remember Brit Eady was a newbie on season 16 of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. And since then she has claimed that she was falsely depicted in explicit photos. Okay, the moment that Kenya Moore decided to pull those documents out saying, "Who is this hoe?" And she pulled out pictures on a poster board of somebody, okay, allegedly, and they were performing a graphic sexual act, and she pulled it in front of all these people. Okay. It was interesting, but since that time, Brit said it wasn't her. Now, Brit is claiming that she's suing the production companies, the network, and everything for defamation, a hostile work environment, sexual harassment, and emotional distress. Now, it's interesting because everything that they did pretty much like damaged her reputation. Now you got to think about production. Production still has the video footage that may pop up here and there. We don't know what may happen next season if they discuss it. Consent. Okay, did she consent to any of this, to being like the target, to having all these people dive into her DMs and into her messages and call her all kind of things? And in addition, let's talk about retaliation. We had Angela up here talking about she had miles on her mouth and all kind of stuff, and pretty much the cast was upset that Kenya got the boot. So then they kind of turned on Brit, and Brit wasn't really doing much. I know y'all thinking that Brit was the problem, but it didn't seem like Brit was the problem to me. Okay, you had Shamia coming at her, you had Angela coming at her, you had everybody coming at her. In addition to that, you had Kelly coming at her too, and Kelly was supposed to be her BFF, honey. Anyway, if you were a cast member, child, and this photo moment happened to you, would you shut up and take it, or would you fight back like Brit said she did? Let me know in the chat what you would do. Okay, now hold on, let me go into these documents some more. We're gonna read some more of it. Like this video. Now add it back up here. Put me up here. What y'all saying in this chat? I want to be on the side. I don't think that Brit was the problem at all. Okay. The lady will always have to live with that embarrassment. Okay. Can you imagine? Like, all of this has been memorialized on screen. Okay. Whether they actually showed Kenya, actually showed the documents or not, it's all been discussed. It's been dissected on social media. People have been pulling pictures saying it was her. People have been making AI pictures saying it was her. It's just a mess. Can you imagine being a woman and all people talk about you zucking a zick online all day, every day? I mean, y'all calling her a WHORE. Y'all saying all this stuff. You got Kenya on audio basically saying she was Snapchatting her coochie, like Yo Gotti said, for $1,500. She was claiming that Brit was selling herself. So it was a lot. It was a lot. Okay. Yes, fight back, Brit. Fight back. Now, where was I? Okay. It says, let's see some of this. It said the graphic pornographic photo at issue appeared to depict a woman performing fellatio on an unidentified man. Remember, somebody even went, listen, some clout chaser even went on the blog saying that they knew who it was and it was Youngberg and all of this. And now it's coming out that it wasn't even her. We don't even know who it was in the picture at this point. So can you imagine? It was like people lending credibility to the story. The story was growing legs. It was getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So of course, why wouldn't she fight back? And then, anyway, let's finish. It was presented to a group of about 200 live onlookers by a fellow castmate on the show, Kenya Moore. Moore represented to the audience, and the audience believed that the woman in the photograph was Eady, but it was not. A fact that Eady did not come to learn until nearly a year later. Moore and Eady were at the time embroiled in an interpersonal dispute, and the presentation of the photograph was a clear attempt at revenge, PORN, otherwise known as non-consensual intimate image sharing. Revenge, PRN, as of late has garnered significant attention nationwide due to its proliferation, leading to laws around the country punishing its use, including under national New York and Georgia law. In attendance at that event were nearly a dozen of defendants' camera people who had been filming for content to air on the show and that had captured Moore's presentation of the graphic pornographic photo. Now, you recall I even said during that time that Kenya exposing the camera people was actually harassment as well. Kenya exposing the guests to her salon was actually harassment as well. Like, despite it being Brit or not, like, I didn't sign up to come here to see these graphic sexual images. I came here to talk about some hair care products, all of that. Like, why is she in her salon showing PORN? That just shows her character. Okay. Now it says defendants knew immediately that Moore's presentation of that photo was beyond the pale, hugely improper, and well beyond the show's standards, expectations, and stated sexual harassment policies. So she's saying that they knew it was well beyond their harassment policies, but they let it fly. Okay. Just a week after the event, i.e., a year before they made any decision as to whether to air the events on the show, defendants conducted an internal investigation into Moore's conduct, which led them to suspend Moore from the show. If y'all recall, I was the first person to tell y'all I came here. I don't care if y'all mad. I'm going to go to the archives. Okay, I'm going to go to the archives, honey. I came here straight from my bedroom, honey, and I told y'all, I said, Kenya Moore has been suspended indefinitely, and the people did not believe me. I was like, yes, she has been suspended indefinitely, and I know that for a fact. And y'all was like, no, she didn't. You are lying. I'm like, yes, I'm telling you, I'm coming here exactly straight from my bedroom. Okay, just to let y'all know that Kenya Moore has been suspended. Hold on, where is it? I can't even find it. Suspended. Where is it? That's the this, that's the that. ATLien. Like this video as y'all get in here. Like this video. That was that. I got so many. Well, y'all know I said it. Okay, I said it. That it was her karma and she was suspended indefinitely. I ran to the internet to tell y'all. And the people was mad at me for telling y'all. Let me go into my Kenya Moore playlist. You said Brit should find a picture of Kenya getting pooped on in Dubai. Ooh, I wonder how much that image would cost. Not getting pooped on in Dubai. Hold on. Let me see. Kenya. Like this video as y'all get in here. Like this video. There go Kenya Moore. There go the grand opening. Revenge porn. Kenya Moore suspended indefinitely right there. Okay, there you go right there. Oh, okay. There you go right there. That's the most replayed. Okay. I thought I was in my bedroom, but maybe I wasn't. It is right here. Let me go right here. I'm just going back in the archives. I like to do this. And I know y'all here. And I know y'all like to see receipts. Okay. So here it is right here. I was first person to say, let me see what I had said. Got his own salon there, then built another salon, got chandeliers and everything. Listen, how hard could it be? Well, I guess it's hard because Derek is an icon. Derek J is an icon. Bring the Mess TV said, I love Michelle. She always had that ATLT. Don't let them others fool you. Her news is real. Thank you, Free. It sure is. I don't know why them people hate on me like that. They be bullying me and stuff. I don't understand why the bloggers be bullying me. Now I'm thirst trapping. Let me come up. So anyway, this was what I said it, child. I don't even know where I said it. I thought that was it because they said that was the most replayed section of the video. But I'm digressing. Kenya was definitely suspended. We talked about it. The people didn't believe it. Then they started to believe it after People Magazine and everybody else started reporting it. Now, let me go back to the court documents. Bam, bam, boom. Bam, bam, boom. Y'all like this video? Y'all getting here like this video? We reviewing all of it. I don't know. It's a lot of pages though. I'm gonna try to go through them quickly, but this all we got is time, right? All we got is time. Okay. Now, she was definitely suspended from the show a week after the incident occurred. Now, Eady repeatedly informed defendants, aka Bravo, of her view that Moore's conduct was harassing and unlawful and that she intended to seek legal relief. Despite defendants' immediate appreciation and the presentation of the pornographic photo, that it was improper and beyond the bounds of the show's standard or any workplace. However, defendants made the decision at the heart of this lawsuit. They decided to leverage Moore's attempt at revenge porn at Eady's expense. Specifically, over Eady's persistent objections, they pressured Eady to discuss the incident and her sexual history on the show's with the show's producers and in front of show's cameras. Now, you remember that wasn't it Drew that said, did you sell the cat? Like, why would you want to be subjected to somebody asking you, did you sell your coochie on live on air after Kenya Moore already accused you of being a prostitute? Like, come on now. You said if you had not been there, I think she might have gotten away with it. She might have gotten away with it, child. She might have. Shout out to all the people in here. Now, what else had happened? They told her that that her tape, they tried to gaslight Eady into thinking that it was in her interest to discuss it. Okay. They told her that it would be like the Kardashian sex tape, meaning Eady should use this hypersexualized exposure to obtain further publicity for herself. They said in sum and substance that she should get it all out and take control of the narrative, because the better we get this out, the better the fans will understand and have empathy for you. Damn. When Eady pushed back and said she wanted no parts of this, defendants effectively said if she did not discuss the incident on camera, she would face less and potentially no camera time and may lose out on pay. At first, Eady relented to this enormous pressure and ultimately discussed her most intimate, personal, and sexual moments with defendants' producers and in front of their cameras. Defendants thereafter chose to air many of these discussions to the world. Again, despite their recognition that Moore's conduct was beyond their show's standards, expectations, and policies. All the while, defendants continually rejected Eady's efforts to investigate the incident herself, even refusing to allow her to see the photograph that Moore presented, which would have revealed to Eady that the photograph was not even her, and or that it was a deep fake. Now, y'all remember when Brit came forward and said that it wasn't her, and everybody was like, well, why is she mad in the first place? She was mad because it took them almost a year to even tell her that the picture wasn't her. She wasn't in the room when Kenya pulled out the photos, okay? But they led the entire cast, they led everybody who was in attendance, they led the camera crew, and they led the general audience to believe that it was Brit Eady in the photos, okay? Then defendants twisted the knife in another grotesque display of sexual harassment and retaliation. They told Eady that they were planning to invite Moore back on the show for the following season. And that if Eady herself wanted to be on the show next season, it would mean that she would have to do so alongside Moore, her harasser. Do you hear that, Team Twirl? They were trying to invite Kenya Moore back on the show. But Brit was like, not so fast. Y'all ain't gonna have me filming with her. So if Brit had agreed, your queen would still be on the show. But because Brit stuck to her guns, stood on business, called them out, said this was harassment, Moore got the boot. Okay. Now, the lawsuit goes on to say enough was enough. Shortly thereafter, Eady announced that she would not be returning to the show. No one would dispute that the Real Housewives franchise trades on drama and often highly interpersonal drama, but it has never traded on this type of graphic sexual drama before for obvious reasons. It is disgusting, beyond the pale, and illegal. No one signing up to appear on The Real Housewives would expect it, and Eady certainly did not. Defendants have no immunity from sexual harassment and anti-retaliation prohibitions, and their conduct unquestionably fits within them. Eady brings this action under those laws and the law prohibiting intentional infliction of emotional distress, breach of contract, negligence to hold defendants accountable for their unlawful and unjustifiable actions. Jeez. We got a whole bunch of pages to read. It is messy. Now, you said Kenya needed the boot several years ago. Now, I'm just trying to figure out when people call Kenya out, when people, talk about her failed spa, when people say that she's being evicted, when people say all of those things about Kenya, why is it that Team Twirl is always like, oh, y'all are dragging a black woman, y'all are dragging a black woman, but nobody ever holds Kenya accountable for the things that she did while on this show. Interesting. And y'all let me know, if you were Brit, would you have filed a lawsuit? Put one in the chat if you would have filed a lawsuit. Put a 5 in the chat if you would have took this abuse. Okay, put a 1 in the chat if you would have filed a lawsuit. Put a 5 in the chat if you would have took that abuse. Let me know. Okay, Kenya will say okay. I see y'all. Okay. Hold on. Let me do this. All right. Okay. Let me go back to these documents, child. This is a lot, honey. Now, here is what Brit is asking for. Breach of contract. Implied covenant of good faith and fair dealing. That's page 8. Let me look at page 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. She's also intentional infliction of emotional distress. She also is asking for compensatory damages, past, present, and future, pain and suffering, back pay, front pay, and that's on page 10. Let me go to page 10. Hold on, let me go to page 10. Put these documents back up here. So I got my notes on the side because I'm like, this is Brit says she ain't playing with y'all, honey. She says she is not playing. The Real Housewives of Atlanta is a reality television series within they actively pursued Eady to become a cast member. We got background. Prior to her appearance on Real Housewives, Eady was a prominent and successful businesswoman in Atlanta. She previously modeled and appeared in music videos and at all relevant times ran an insurance business for high-end luxury clients and coached others in the insurance industry. Franchise refer what? In 2021, a friend of Edie's who had appeared on a different Real Housewives franchise referred her to a casting director. Edie had rarely, if ever, watched RHOA, but was familiar with the premise and had heard of many of the cast members. Edie had multiple calls with RHOA's casting director and representatives. Blah blah blah. They but was initially told the agency would not move forward with the casting process because Edie was too young. 2 years later, however, in August of 2023, a different casting agent contacted Edie by text about the potential of her auditioning for RHOA. The casting agent's outreach to Edie was unsolicited. At that time, Edie decided that she did not want to appear on RHOA. In August of 2023, Edie replied to the casting agent and stated that it was not a good time for her to appear on the show because she was just starting a business and was wary of the potential for bad press and reputational damage. In November 2023, the same casting agent reached out to Edie and asked if Edie was my bad. I froze. I don't know what was going on. I was like, what had happened? I'm up here talking. I don't even know where y'all was at. Hold on, let me move this. Let me read this. I see y'all. I see y'all. I see y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Not the freezing is so ghetto. Well, call me ghetto, honey. Call me ghetto. I was saying, how Brit did do it. I was saying that the documents are 60 something pages long, and I will go over the bulk of them, the rest of them on Patreon. But in the meantime, I wanted to go ahead and go over a lot of the things that were brought out about it. Okay. Now, what Brit is alleging is that the defendants, Bravo and True, both immediately knew that Moore's photo was wrong. Okay. Um, and because she called them out about it, they pretty much, she's saying gaslit her to remain on the set even after he was humiliated and embarrassed and all of that. It said the defendants then twisted the knife in another grotesque display of sexual harassment and retaliation by telling Edie that they were inviting her back on the show, which is interesting because why would you invite Kenya Moore back on the show when you indefinitely suspended her for doing this? Like, has like we want to know like why Kenya felt that it was okay to do all this. Like, I know for a fact Kenya, if you have been Kenya, who had been the victim of someone posting revenge PRN, it would have been a problem. It would have been a problem. Okay, I'm sure Kenya would have went to everybody and the president of the United States arguing about what was right, what was wrong, and suing and everything else. So why is it that Kenya gets this uh this treatment? Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get back in here. I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. Here I am. Here I am. All right, we in like Flynn. Okay, I'm back. All right, I'm back. Like this video, y'all get in here, like this video. You saying, what? Why did Brit feel the need to threaten Kenya life with a death? Did she threaten Kenya? Like, come on now, get over that. I don't think it's the same. Okay, y'all can argue about that all you want to, but clearly what Brit did outside that restaurant was not the same as what Kenya did in the in her hair spa. Okay. Now, Brit is alleging that Bravo and Truly Original violated New York State and City of Atlanta sex discrimination laws and committed retaliation, negligence, breach of contract, breach of fair dealing, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. Now, she is seeking compensatory damages, including back pay, front pay, and past and front pay, and past, present, and future pain, suffering, and other hardships arising from Bravo and Truly Original's conduct, punitive damages, and the cost of the suit, including attorney's fees. Woo! Well, so far, NBC Universal's executive vice president Jennifer Gieser has declined comment on behalf of Bravo. Now, attorneys for Eady and spokespeople for Truly Original also have not spoken publicly about it as of yet. Brittany is represented by, Block and White LLP. And again, the case was filed in on November 20th, 2025. Okay, 2025. So it is actually a lawsuit now. It's not just words on a page. Y'all kept on saying that, Brit's lawsuit wasn't going to go anywhere. She wasn't going to sue. She had to face arbitration like Nene Leakes did. Well, apparently Brit is not. Brit is suing, child. Somebody said, run Brit her money. Run her money. The lawsuit is actually 60 something, pages long, and it is very, very interesting. Google it, read the entire document if you want to. They actually have all of the screen grabs of Bravo when Kenya pulled out the images, even though they were blurred. They also have the screen grabs of, Bravo saying that Kenya was indefinitely suspended and all of that. So there's that. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all think Brit gonna win? What y'all think? This 20 million. Remember, originally she stated a claim for 20 million. I don't know. I think she's gonna get something, honey. I think she is going to get something. You said, I think threatening someone's life is worse. She did not threaten her life. She just said she had a pow for people like that. She did not threaten that lady's life. Come on now. There have been worse things said. Kenya actually pulled out a gun and said that she would shoot Phaedra in her donkey booty. Let's not do that, okay? Because Kenya has said some foul things and threatened lots of people's lives, okay? Exactly. Tell Kenya to sue. Kenya, the one that was running around on Tamron Hall, talk about she didn't do it and she was gonna be back and she would be vindicated. Has she been vindicated yet, or has she been indefinitely suspended? As I told y'all, okay, she said she wasn't suspended. She said she was still employed. Where is the work? Okay, Kenya's running back and forth to Dubai. Kenya is facing eviction because she has not paid her rent on her hair spa since December 2024. And y'all gonna sit up here and try to windmill for Kenya? Y'all need to be over there getting your hair done and buying some Kenya more hair care products instead of coming over here talking to me. Okay. Anyway, right. They stupid as heck. Talk about a threat. Listen, let's talk about it. There was a threat of violence that did not occur, and there was an actual harassment that did occur. One was a threat and one was an action. Okay. Kenya did not threaten to pull revenge PORN out on Brit. She actually did it. So who is wrong and who is right? You tell me, Trey. If you have critical thinking skills, let me know. What Kenya did was wrong, but Brit absolutely did threaten her. Well, okay, if you think it's a threat, it's a threat. But what Kenya did was an action. Okay, threat versus action. Somebody did something, somebody threatened to do something. Which one is worse? If I do pow you or if I threaten to pow you, which one is worse? Okay. Anyway. I agree. What Kenya did was reprehensible. Kenya felt so threatened. Why didn't she call security and the police? Okay. Why didn't Kenya call the po-po ho? Why did Kenya go to the executives and say she felt threatened, like, the scared Caucasian that she is? Why didn't she do any of that? Instead of doing that, after being allegedly threatened, she goes and further antagonizes the person who threatened to pow her by pulling images and saying that it's her. Like, clearly she wasn't scared. Clearly she wasn't scared. If I thought somebody was going to pow me, why would I pull images and say, who is this hoe? Who is this hoe? Why would I do that knowing she was right outside? No, she wasn't scared. Anywho, anybody want to call in, let me know. I will put the link in the chat. We talked about a lot of things today. I didn't get through the entire 65-page document, but I encourage each and every one of you to read it. I will set aside some time on Patreon to go over the entire 65-page document, but it is a lot. It is a whole lot. And Brit actually, listen, gave y'all all the information y'all ever wanted to know. Like, if y'all say, well, why she didn't do this, or why she didn't talk to executives, or why did she stay, or why did she quit, it's all in those documents. She quit because they allegedly was gonna bring back Kenya to confront her. It's like, why would I be in there? Why would I stay? Okay, when she did this to me, no, clearly, she's not being held responsible for the things that she did. And now we gonna take it there. Okay, y'all know it was revenge PORN. I know it was revenge PORN. And whether or not it was actually me in the image, you told millions of people who view your well, not necessarily millions because the ratings went down, but you told all these people that view your channel, and you had everybody assuming that it was me in these compromising positions performing fellatio with some man to the public. We don't have no next story, friend. We've been on 2 hours. So if you don't want to be here, you can go. You said she was downing those shots like she needed liquid courage to even show the posters. Okay. And there's that. And speaking of Kenya, since y'all brought it up, shout out to, yes, Google Bloomberg Brit Eady. It's all there, and you can see the full 65-page document. Shout out to Radiance, okay, because you the one who told me about it on the Discord. Speaking of Kenya, there's also some movement on her lawsuit. She will be appearing in court. Kenya will be appearing in Zoom court. I think it's December something. Hold on, let me go see. I can't remember. I can never remember. I have it over here. Kenya will finally have to face her accusers, honey, her landlord in court on. Oh no, I'm trying to get a date. December 15th, right? December 15th at 9 a.m. I might log into the Zoom meeting. I might need to log into the Zoom meeting and see what's going on. Okay. In this hearing, they will be addressing all of the things that let me see. Hold on. They will be addressing Kenya paying all the money into the court registry. Okay. Which is literally almost a year's worth of rent, utilities, all of that. You know, Kenya was claiming that they owed her money. They filed an amended complaint and said that they don't owe her ish because she violated the terms of the lease, and now it is over and doing. So we will see. Okay, we will see. You said Michelle loved the downfall of Kenya Moore. I don't love nothing, honey. I'm over here minding my business and my money. Okay. Hold on, we got somebody in the back. Click the link if you want to call in. Hey, Mr. Motivation, how you doing, friend?
What's going on, Michelle? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good. Hey, you look good as usual. Listen, where the hell you get that jersey? I mean, that's the hoodie from.
Oh,
That is,
friend.
hey, you got that. Hey, you can't nobody else get that, can they, Michelle?
Yeah, they can. Probably.
Okay,
Go
so
to the
on the
Falcons
website. Okay, I
website
got
and
you.
see if it's still there.
Yeah,
It might be
okay.
still there.
Yeah.
It's actually on my LTK. Y'all don't be going to my LTK, do you? I always say whatever I
all
have
that
on is
stuff.
normally on my LTK.
You like doing them, Michelle? You want people rocking what you got on, but they ain't gonna
I
rock it
mean, I
like.
don't put everything I wear, but I do
Oh,
put some things.
yeah, that's the right Leo answer.
I don't put everything. You know, I don't post all my outfits, but I post enough. Hello? Can you hear me? Mr. Motivation. Did I go off or did he go off? Y'all let me know. Can y'all hear me in the chat? Press one if you can hear me in the chat. Hello, hello, hello. I don't think I froze. I think it was him. Because I'm moving. I'm trying to find the damn Outcast jersey for y'all. Hold on, let me find it. There it is right now. This was last year. It is the link to all my little outfits, honey. Outcast, Falcons, jersey. Oh, he froze. Oh, okay, he gone. Click the link, Mr. Motivation, or anybody else who would like to call in. I put the link in the chat for you also, Mr. Motivation, or anybody who would like anything that I have on. Yeah. There it is right there. Okay. He said he go. You like my dark hair? Thank you, friend. You know, I just, I'm black. I like changing my outfits. Okay. Hold on. We got somebody on the line. Hold on. Hold on. Hello.
Hello, Michelle.
Hey, how you doing?
Okay. But listen, I got to talk up for my girl, Kenya. Okay? Listen, what's right is right and wrong is wrong. Okay? Brittany threatened her. That's the bottom line. And the network did nothing about it. That's the bottom line. She said, I got a gun and she said she got a gun. I know I heard she said she got a gun.
She said, I got a gun for bitches like you.
Yeah.
And
she
like
had a
her.
gun.
But she said it as she was leaving, as she was walking away. She wasn't running towards Kenya. She didn't like pull no gun out. She didn't have no weapon on her at the time. And if you recall, there was an investigation on Brit the same way there was an investigation on Kenya. So her saying that.
Wrong. No one seen her stopped and search. No one seen the car search. She's in a license to carry town. Bottom line, Kenya did not have a gun on her or bought a gun to work. I strongly believe that Brit did.
But we didn't see no gun though. Just like
you
you said. We didn't see no stop and search. We didn't see no gun.
But you believe the network investigation.
I mean, I know what our eyes saw, just like we saw Kenya do what she did, right?
Your eyes are little messy eyes when it comes to Kenya.
Well, did you see it?
I seen it because I'm very dedicated to Atlanta Housewives.
Girl,
and you
bye.
too. And you too.
There.
And you
wasn't
too.
Even there.
Don't go try to insult your fans because you wrong.
Goodbye, Miss Barbara, honey.
I love you more, Michelle. Thank you for allowing me to come up.
All right.
Okay.
Miss Barbara just came on just to be messy. She ain't want nothing. She ain't even want nothing. Just she done said two different things. First she said it was a gun. Then she said it wasn't a gun. Child, what is happening? I don't even know. Child, I can't even argue with nobody who be flip flopping. Right. Did we forget that Kenya had a gun on camera loaded? Okay, Kenya had a gun on camera loaded, ready to pow somebody. Now let's not go there. Where is Team Twirl when we need them, honey? Anyway, I live for the trolls. Where everybody at? I'm about to go. We talked about a lot of things today. If you're just getting here, we talked about Porsha being cleared allegedly because we ain't heard. Listen, we need a statement from the FBI and we need a statement from Delta saying that Porsha is cleared. We got a statement from Porsha's attorney, which is fine. Yeah, I believe him. Okay, but I'm just saying, attorney, get Delta and the FBI to make a statement, and then it'll grow legs. Okay, all the information coming from Porsha's side, we given the side eye. Okay. We also got Simon's take on the situation. Simon said that Porsha got them hands, honey. Simon said y'all witnessed Porsha having them hands, and Simon said that he believed that Porsha hit that lady phone. That's what he said. He is entitled to his opinion, and he know her better than we do. Okay. Then we also have Kandi. Kandi getting in front of everything, honey. Kandi was the first person to tell y'all that she was filing for divorce, and she said, "I am leaving." Pretty much, everything in the statement was, I. Please respect my privacy, okay? And then the very next day, she sent TMZ some pictures of her and Todd and said, we at Blaze party, okay? So Kandi, why did you file a divorce announcement the day before the party instead of the day after the party? You had every opportunity to do that, Kandi. Now we're looking at you sideways like, did you forget your daughter's birthday? Why did you do that? Now Blaze got to deal with the fact that her parents filed divorce the day before her birthday. You could have waited a week. You could have waited. I'm just saying. Why now? Okay. You said Kenya messed herself more than Brit. Okay. And last but not least, we talked about Brit suing Bravo. Okay. She has officially filed her lawsuit on November 20th, 2025. It is a 65-page document. Google Bloomberg, Brit Eady, and it should come up. Okay. I'll put the link in the chat as well for anybody who wants to go and look it up. Okay. It is an interesting 65 pages, child. It really is. Okay. The other bloggers need to cover this, so I'm not gonna police it. Okay. Hold on. Let me put this on. Put this up here. This is the link to the article right here. So y'all go there, and there's a link in the article to the actual paperwork. Okay. So y'all go over there, read up on the incident. Okay, read up on the incident and actually read the court documents. And I implore any other bloggers to review all of the documents as well. It's 65 pages. It's enough for all of us. Okay. You said Michelle, leave Porsha alone. Simon needs to go away. We don't care. Oh, why would I leave Porsha alone? She's a public figure. He said Porsha should sue Simon for defamation. Porsha never put her hands on his deported, but he never said she put her hands on it. He said that she brought a man with a gun into his house and tried to force him to leave and intimidate him. That's what he said. And he said he called 911 and I pulled the 911 call. Okay. She can't file defamation for that. She know what she did. I knew he was going to wait until he passed 10 years before he divorced her. She knew it too. That's why she did it first. The first episode that he was in and they were eating lunch, he made it weird. Okay. Well, we didn't looked at a whole bunch of weird videos. Okay. You gonna talk about weird. Talk about Todd being weird over there on his channel. Todd and the Glam Squad and all the things he was saying. It was like Dear Diary over there. He done said that he, need to be the man of the household. Okay. He also said that you can't keep people locked up in the house like a dog. Okay. But Todd was in his feelings, but there was that. Oh, wait, we got some tea. You said page 19 makes it seems like they knew what Kenya was going to do. Hold on. Let me go to page 19 since you want me to. Hold on, y'all know this y'all show. Let me go to page 19. Yeah, hold on. Page 19. How this document long? I'm glad y'all are reading it. I needed a PDF file so that I could get Chat GPT to give me a summary because I didn't feel like reading 19 pages. Hold on, 65 pages. Hold on. We on page 19. Okay, let's see what it say. Okay, we here. It says that's page 18. The salon event was an all-cast event, yada, yada, yada. On information and belief, Moore was also invited various members of the media. She did, because I even have my invite, even though she tried to uninvite me. Okay. To attend the salon event, including prominent gossip bloggers. Ooh. On information and belief, defendant required Moore to submit a guest list in advance of the salon event and had the power to approve or decline any proposed guest on Moore's list, meaning that the defendants knew and approved of the presence of these additional members of the media. Ooh. Prior to the salon event, Eady expressed to producers that she did not want to attend because of the interpersonal conflict that had developed between herself and Moore. Eady believed that her attendance at the salon event would cause an unwanted escalation of tension between herself and Moore. Shantae Humphrey, an RHOA producer who, on information and belief, was employed by defendant Truly at all relevant times, had an argument with Eady in Eady's home and told Eady in sum and substance that it was her job to attend the salon event, that it was mandatory, and that she did not have a choice. Eady, in response, said she was not ready for the drama the salon event would entail, and she felt like it was a setup, and that she was terrified that her attendance at the salon event would cause tensions to escalate further. Humphrey responded in sum and substance that it did not matter how Eady felt if it was not on camera. Prior to the salon event, Eady also spoke to a human resources representative from defendant Truly, who advised her in sum and substance that it was possible that Moore would do something to embarrass Eady at the salon event, but that Eady should go anyway and leave quickly. Despite the conflict between Eady and Moore, defendants required Eady to appear at the salon event and represented to Eady that she could be fired if she did not attend. Ooh. Each cast member was required to wear a microphone provided by defendants during the filming of the salon event. Employees of defendants circulated at the salon event to ensure that the microphones were functional and to replace batteries as needed. Also at the salon event, there were numerous other employees of defendants, including at least one director and multiple operators for approximately 10 cameras that recorded various angles and spaces in the event. In total, approximately 200 people attended the salon event live, including cast members of RHOA, their families and friends, and other employees or representatives of the defendant. Eady arrived at the salon event at the time scheduled by defendant. And after Eady left the salon event, Moore began to give a speech to the event's attendees. Rather than focus her speech on the salon that she was opening, Moore unusually focused her comments on Eady, making a variety of statements about Eady, including false and derogatory statements about her profession, character, and personal sexual history. Moore displayed poster boards, which included shocking and derogatory accusations about Eady, contained actual photographs of Eady, and, as alleged further below, at least one explicit photograph that was purported to depict Eady, but which in reality did not. Moore stated, "I did some research and I found out who this bitch is," suggesting that the statements that would follow were facts that had been discovered. Moore also stated that she had, quote, private investigators research Eady and that she was showing what they had found. Moore then displayed 4 poster boards concerning Eady. One of the poster boards contained the text, "Who is this hoe?" More pointed. This is interesting. I live for the documents, honey. Moore pointed to each photograph on this poster board and stated Brit Eady is her name. It's the same girl. So they have proof that Moore was saying it was Eady, and maybe somebody, a producer or somebody knew about it, but so far Kenya ain't told us anything different that they did. Let's see. He said, where are the exhibits? They in here, child. They are in here. Moore's conduct violated True's sexual harassment policy. For example, quote, displaying or distributing sexually suggestive or derogatory objects, pictures, cartoons, or posters of any items. Oh, that's in the policy, honey. However, the foregoing conduct of Moore constituted at the minimum an attempt to violate the revenge PRRN laws in Georgia. Yes, revenge porn laws. Moore's entire speech at the salon event, as well as images of all of the poster boards that Moore displayed, were captured on the cameras that the defendants used to film the event. Moore did not exhibit any similar conduct toward any male employee of defendants. So there's that, child. There is that. We got a lot of documents. Hold on. Let me get out of here. Anyway, what y'all think? It's 65. We just on page 22. I ain't going through my. You said that's how it is when you have a job. Yes, what Kenya did was wrong. It is what it is. She violated a lot of workplace situations. So you can't go to your job and show revenge PRN of your coworker. That is not how this works. Anywho, I appreciate each and every one of you for joining me tonight. Okay. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you are not subscribed. You said Kenya is no better than Phaedra. She can stay gone for a few years. Okay. And Trey you keep cutting and pasting the same thing, or am I just clicking? Because I've been seeing that comment 12 times. Yeah. Anyway, like this video, please, and thank you. Like this video. If you are not a member of my Patreon squad, please join Patreon, patreon.com. I am ATLien, and we may go over the entire document over there. I also have some other legal documents I have not even decided to dive into yet, and that is Kelly's husband's documents. You know, Kelly's husband sued Bravo as well, and I'll save that for this week sometime, maybe tomorrow. We'll see how my day goes tomorrow. Okay. But yeah, it's lawsuit season, child. Everybody filed a lawsuit. Bravo is getting sued left and right. What are they gonna do? Are they gonna cut the check? What are they going to do? And is Kenya gonna get sued too? Or Kenya just a party of the lawsuit? Kenya's own karma is facing her because again, Kenya got to go to court December 15th for her salon. Meanwhile, also Elaine Swann's book of etiquette. Okay, y'all need to read it. Some of y'all ain't got no manners. Kenya, you ain't got no manners. The last thing you should do, Kenya, and I'm sure it's in the etiquette book, is pull out pornographic images in the midst of your event. Like, who does that? Where they do that at? Okay. Like this video, please. Thank you. Like this video, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Good night, squad.